Siouxland proud. This is KCAU 9 News at 11:30.
Good morning and thanks for joining us this midday. I'm Bria Bell. It's the video that upset many in America, a bloody doctor being dragged off an overbooked flight after he refused to give up his seat. But now other videos have surfaced revealing new details in the case. ABC's Emily Rowe has the top story.
The video that started a firestorm. Dr. David Dow dragged off a United flight in Chicago, but new video and audio telling more of the story.
The airline overbooked the flight and they need 2 passengers to get off and they're refusing.
Calls for police to assist employees and a surveillance camera capturing Dr. Dow and his wife boarding the plane, then his wife running off and then back on again. Oh my God! And after the scuffle, what appears to be a bloodied officer exiting the jetway. Dow's attorney says they are getting ready for legal action.
It escalated in his case to physical harm unnecessarily when he was lawfully where he was entitled to be.
And this woman hiring that same attorney after an ugly encounter on an American Airlines flight.
You can't get violent with me. Just give me that face stroller, please.
Passengers saying a flight attendant forcefully removed her double-wide stroller, knocking the mother in the head and nearly hitting one of her babies. But now, a passenger with a different perspective.
She wasn't letting go of the stroller, and she was stressed, but she grabbed the stroller and maybe a little bit of the flight attendant's shirt.
American Airlines immediately removed that crew member, apologized, and lined up special treatment for the rest of her trip.
They understood, maybe from the United mishap, they said the right thing.
The female passenger is now back in Argentina. That flight attendant remains on paid leave. Emily Rowe, ABC News, New York.
A former star of ABC's The Bachelor is under arrest for leaving the scene of a deadly crash in eastern Iowa. Authorities say Chris Soules is in custody in Buchanan County. It comes after a pickup truck he was driving rear-ended a tractor, killing the tractor driver. Authorities say he left the scene. A police report obtained by KCAU 9 News indicates investigators believe alcohol was a factor in that crash. Tensions continue to rise as North Korea makes new threats against the U.S. As ABC's Janae Norman reports, the Trump administration is preparing a rare White House briefing for senators on the crisis.
Upping the ante in the escalating war of words between the U.S. and North Korea.
A North Korean missile with a nuclear payload capable of striking an American city is no longer a distant hypothetical, but an imminent danger.
Overnight, a U.S. nuclear-powered submarine docked in South Korea on the same day North Korea celebrates the anniversary of the founding of its military. North Korea says it's detained a U.S. citizen, at least the third American now in custody there. President Trump calling the rogue nation a real threat to the world, as North Korean officials vow to continue conducting missile launches, now saying they could sink the USS Carl Vinson with just one strike.
North Korea is a big world problem, and it's a problem we have to finally solve.
Wednesday, all 100 U.S. senators will head to the White House for a briefing on North Korea. Yesterday, that was the focus of discussions as the president called on the United Nations Security Council to do more.
The council must be prepared to impose additional and stronger sanctions on North Korean nuclear and ballistic missile programs.
Overnight, following a meeting in Tokyo, the U.S. envoy for North Korea says he and his counterparts from Japan and South Korea agree to coordinate all actions on North Korea.
We agreed among the three of us that we will coordinate all actions, diplomatic, military, economic, regarding North Korea.
UN Ambassador Nikki Haley has accused North Korea of playing games and trying to show its force, but she says the Trump administration doesn't want war, so North Korea shouldn't start one. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Police in Iowa City are investigating the murder of a Sioux City native. The body of 34-year-old Jonathan Weisler was found Sunday at the bail bonds office where he currently worked. Weisler is a Sioux City native and graduate of North High School who had lived in Iowa City since attending the University of Iowa in 2001. The murder scene sits just across the street from the Johnson County Jail and Sheriff's Office. Iowa City Police are awaiting autopsy results before releasing more information about the homicide. Meanwhile, the FBI says it's investigating a northeast Nebraska homicide. The death of William Redhorn took place Sunday in Winnebago. His body was reportedly discovered on the lawn of the Ho-Chunk building at 1 Mission Road in Winnebago. No other details are being released at this time. It's a key change to the law banning pit bulls in Sioux City. City Council is altering the appeals process if your dog is impounded. They voted unanimously last night to approve the change that will make things easier on dog owners, but harder on the pound master. Owners who appeal the impounding of their dogs under Sioux City's current pit bull ordinance will no longer have to prove their dog is not a pit bull. Instead, that would fall to the pound master. During the appeals process, under the city's current ordinance, animal control can impound pit bulls found within city limits. A woman who's in a legal battle with the city over the ban is happy about this tweak to the law.
We have neighbors here in Sioux City who their dog could probably be visually identified as a pit bull, and you know, I'm sad for them because if their dog accidentally gets out, they don't have the same rights as other people do who have a lab mix or a shepherd mix.
In her lawsuit, which is still pending, Jennifer Frost is asking a federal court to overturn the city's pit bull ban altogether. A major economic blow for the community of Milford, Iowa. The Polaris plant in Milford is going to discontinue manufacturing and be converted to a warehouse. This means over 300 jobs in Milford will be cut when the plant closes by the end of the year. The company said in a statement that a few dozen of the impacted Milford workers may have the opportunity to transfer to other Polaris facilities.
Being a previous employer at Polaris, it's not okay. There's a lot of full-time employees there. There's a lot of people that we talk to on a daily basis that are possibly going to lose their jobs. A lot of people are highly upset with the whole matter.
The announcement from Polaris does not impact the nearby Spirit Lake plant, which will continue employing about 650 workers. The Sioux City School Board got a look last night at revised plans for the new Bryant Elementary School building. Officials say the lower cost plans might help with getting the school open by 2019 instead of delaying it until 2020. The plans unveiled have an estimated price tag that's roughly $1.5 million cheaper than bids received last month. A May 8th public hearing is set now on the revised plans, and the board will seek bids soon thereafter. Orange City is the official overnight starting city for RAGBRAI 2017. The city's RAGBRAI committee unveiled their logo and theme for the annual Great Bike Ride across Iowa during a town hall event last night. KCAU 9's Christina Grijalva was in Orange City for the big reveal.
RAGBRAI 2017 kicks off in Orange City for the first time ever on July 22nd. City Hall was packed for the big reveal of the logo and theme for the upcoming summer event. The theme, Dutch Till Dawn, was created by 11-year-old Avery.
I was kind of thinking it would be really cool to incorporate a theme that has something about Dutch heritage and them staying overnight in a Dutch town. So I thought it would be really cool to incorporate Dutch Till Dawn, because it incorporated them being Dutch until they leave in the morning.
The community of Orange City, while known for their annual Tulip Festival, is all ready for RAGBRAI.
This is a different thing. This is a much different capacity, different visitors, and we're just looking forward to the opportunity to showcase what Orange City and Northwest Iowa has to offer to the world.
As for the entertainment, they have